So for more than a century, the financial market is using the same types of information from analysts, journalists, and maybe some secret colleagues they know. This has already changed 4 years ago, which we can see with the case of Netflix. So what happened December 2012 was the CEO of Netflix got a message from his team. For the first time, Netflix has downloaded more than 1 billion hours of video. He posted this on Facebook, was very happy. The same day, the stock went up 6%. The next day, the pension funds, especially in California, they sued him because they say, how can you do that? We don't have access to Facebook. Then the Security Exchange Commission intervened, and as of April 2013, everyone can use social media, at least in the US, to report financial relevant information. Now, 2016, 4 years later, most banks and asset managers, they still don't give access to social media to their employees. So what do they do? And even if you would have access, even if you are an asset manager, or you are a wealth manager, investor, trader, what do you do if you have 4,000 tweets about Apple? What do you do if you have 2 million messages about your portfolio in the last 24 hours? You don't want to have all this information. So what we've been doing, we have been identifying more than 3 million sources out there. Every one of them are ranked using advanced algorithms and an ecosystem to see how relevant they are for financial markets. And if you are Googling Apple, you get millions of results. If you are Sentifying Apple, you get only results from relevant person talking about relevant things for the stock Apple. And here you can see the attention of the current crowd of 3 million people to the Apple stock right now. Soon we're going to, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to also integrate the stock price so you can see if the attention is before or after the market direction, because of course you would like to see it before. And sometimes, not always, but you can do that. It's going to be very relevant for your investment decision. And further down, we are also far more than another news aggregator. We are using artificial intelligence to extract financial relevant events, which is moving this attention you just saw. So here you can see in few seconds which events are moving your stock, and you can of course drill down and you can see all the tweets and news and blogs underlying it. We have also been developing together with experts a risk framework to discover all the potential risk events which can drive the stock in either direction. And you can click on any of them, like if you click on the corporate, you can see all potential events which can have an impact on the value of your assets. You can also go and see peer comparisons, so you can see, all right, is this event applying to the whole industry, to your peers, or only to Apple, for instance? Now, if you are an asset manager, you can also, or a trader, you can also set up your own portfolio. And you can, we will show you now how you can set up your own watch list with, we have been picking now 2,000 financial companies in the world being listed. And it takes a few seconds, you can drag them all in. And then afterwards, you can start to analyze the attention and the events on these 2,000 companies. This is all we're doing by algorithms. So what we're doing now, we're now calculating the attention of these 2,000 companies from the 3 million people. What is the hottest company right now? And then you can go even further. We don't do that right now, but you can go even further. You can take out, for instance, you don't want to listen to the US election. You take them out. You don't want to listen to financial results. You can take them out. In that way, you can discover new opportunities. And this has been very valuable for traders, trading platforms, to discover new investment opportunities. You can also do a detailed analysis of the accumulated exposure you have to financial relevant events, like, for instance, M&A or staff layouts. And here, if you click on M&A, you can see now in less than a second, we have now analyzed the exposure of 2,000 companies to M&A. This is all live. You can also set up your own events. If you are, let's say you're an investment banker, you want to monitor all the M&A activities or staff layouts. So if you click on staff layouts, you can now analyze in less than a second the exposure of 2,000 companies to staff layouts. And then you can create your own events like Panama Papers and all kinds of different events which you think can impact your company. You can also, if you are a corporate investor relation manager or corporate communication, you can also go to what we call My Company, and this is soon to come now, where you can see the impact of different stakeholders on your company. The problem is that all the people monitoring the companies today, they don't know if this person is relevant or not. It could be a shitstorm on HSBC, but maybe it is because the ATMs didn't work that day, so you have all kinds of voices you don't want to hear. I think the example of Volkswagen is very powerful. Volkswagen got this year a fine of $15 billion because of the manipulation of the cars. This discussion started 2 years ago with having activists talking to regulators for 2 years public. I don't think anyone in finance discovered that because they cannot monitor what the activists and regulators are saying. We do. We cover them all. We listen to them day and night and pick out only the few ones being relevant for your investments. You can also, if you want to go outside your portfolio, you can also discover what is hot in the market. You can go through the hottest stocks, industries, currencies. And most important is that this will evolve to an ecosystem of 250 million people and organizations by 2020, and will be the most powerful intelligence out there for the financial markets. So please come and see how this applies to your business. Everything you see here can apply for financial platforms and newspapers. Thank you.